We cross over to the sandy beaches of Mombasa, where the International Accreditation Conference is currently underway at the White Sand Resort Mombasa, which is a global gathering of leaders and experts in quality assurance and excellence. My colleague O'Brien Kimani is now joining us to just give us a feel of this event. Remember, the event fosters collaboration, innovation, and also shared commitment to advancing international standards and impact as well. Good afternoon, O'Brien. If you can hear me, kindly bring us up to speed with what is happening in Mombasa.
Under the sweltering heat of Mombasa. And you know the conversation taking place here. It's the first International Accreditation Service meeting organized by the Kenya Accreditation Service. And this meeting brings together more than 300 people from around the world to discuss the future of accreditation and how to drive trade through accreditation services. Joining us on the set this afternoon is the chair of Kenya Accreditation Service, Nyenyi Biwot. Is going to help us understand why we are here and what are the expected deliverables out of this meeting. Thank you very much indeed, Bwana Chair, for joining us. Help us understand, why did Kenya organize this meeting?
Yes, we had to do it because this is 2025 and this country has certain deadlines for achieving certain milestones in the economy of the country. The 2030 target, and they are also the bottom-up economic agenda. All those things are timelined. And as Kenyans, we realize we are a catalyst to business. We provide the assurance required by the people who transact business. Business is not necessarily the goods alone. They can be measured, they can be goods, they can be kind of a service. And there are very many of those which are within the category of Kenya's accrediting body. Kenya's also is business. And until very recently, we had not brought Kenya's to where it belongs. It is the entity in government that really makes business flow and must come out to work with business to get the assurance required for accreditation. And that's why we are where we are today. If I may go further and say, yes, this planning took place about 6 months or so. It's under very tight situations, financial, and of course, we have a young board, 2.5 years. We have a new CEO just a year and a half, but we were still able to walk through the motions required to have this conference.
Very well. When you look at the African Union, I mean, it has identified accreditation and conformity assessment as part of a wider drive to grow intra-Africa trade. How is Kenya's positioned to drive this agenda?
Kenya's will work with the AU. Gentlemen in charge of standards have met him personally. We will pursue that line so that there is a seamless introduction of accreditation in the African continent. Our place of interest is much more Africa than anywhere else. We are very keen and to meet what our head of state, Rice William Ruto, when he talks about the SMEs. To be very honest, I think he has set a standard at the top. We at the bottom, we should have started it about 20 years ago. SMEs is everything we have to work with, but it requires a new culture of approach to productivity by our own people, the people of Kenya, the businesses of people from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, South Sudan, and Ethiopia. And we want to start really trading among ourselves on things that have a standard and that everybody else will be challenged if you want to discriminate them.
Very good. Well, Chairman, thank you very much indeed. I know you need to join the other team members. We appreciate your time.
Shukran.
Very good. Nyenye Biwot is the chair of the Kenya Accreditation Services, joining us here to help us understand why this meeting is important and why this meeting is being held here in Kenya. We'll continue to engage with the various stakeholders attending this important meeting. Remember, this is the first International Accreditation Service conference happening here in Kenya and convened by Kenya. My name is O'Brien Kimani. Back to you in Broadcasting House.